Very good morning, students. For this lecturing video session, I am going to take the types of loads. I will teach you the types of loads. There are three types of loads. The first one is point load or concentrated load. Concentrated load. The second one is uniformly distributed load. Distributed load, which can be called as UDL, uniformly distributed load, or rectangular load. Rectangular load. The third one is uniformly varying load. Varying load. You can call it UVL, uniformly varying load. In other words, triangular load. In other words, triangular load. Right. Let me just explain the point load or the concentrated load. The other name of point load is concentrated load. Right. So let me just draw a diagram for your better understanding here. So this is the beam and this is the support. Support. Right. Let me just take the point A and B, both the ends of the beam, beam A, and the other end is point B. Right. This is a beam, and these are two supports. This is the hinge support, and this is the roller support. So now at point C, at the mid of the beam, a load which is acting of magnitude P. A load which is acting at a point on a beam is known as point load. So the definition of point load or the concentrated load is a load which is acting at a point on a beam is known as the point load. Got it? So next one is uniformly distributed load. UDL. Right. Here, when the intensity of the load is constant over a considerable length, it is known as uniformly distributed load. So let me just draw a beam. So a support, and the other end is also being supported. So let me just take this point as A, the other end of the beam as B, right? And the uniformly load can be represented in this way. And the length of the beam can be mentioned as small l. So the uniformly distributed load can also be represented, because the other name of is rectangle, isn't it? Rectangular load. And the distance between point A and B, there is a length of the beam can be taken as L, and this point is A and this point is B. So here the load intensity can be specified as W per unit length. So here the as far as the point load, the unit of P is, that is the force is unit of load is either Newton or kilonewton. Okay. So whereas here the unit of the UDL can be represented Newton per meter or kilonewton per meter. Okay, the unit of the UDL load is kilonewton per meter or Newton per meter, and this can be represented, since it is a rectangular way, so this can be represented in this way also. So here the load intensity can be specified as W per unit length, right. So the definition of uniformly distributed load, that is UDL, when the intensity of the load is constant over a considerable length, it is known as uniformly distributed load. So look at here, this is constant over all the, that is across the length. So see, as far as the calculation purpose, you cannot even consider the UDL. This needs to be converted into that is point load. So UDL to be converted into point load. So the formula could be, so the point load, let me just take this as PL, that is PL, point load, right. PL equal to W into L. So W is nothing but the intensity of the load which is acting, Newton per meter or kilonewton per meter. So if you just look at the unit of this Newton per meter into the length could be mentioned in meter, right. So look at here, when you just cancel this one, then you will get the point load as Newton. The unit of point load, you will get it in Newton or kilonewton. And I have converted the UDL into PL. Then I need to know the load where it is acting. So the load acting point should be specified. Load acting point. Since it is constant, this is throughout the length. So this can be mentioned, load acting point can be L by 2. So that will act in the mid of the beam as far as UDL is concerned. Got it? Right. So you have to remember this. When the load is of UDL type, then that needs to be converted into point load and the load acting point to be identified, that is L by 2. The next one is uniformly varying load, that is UVL, uniformly varying load, or the triangular load, UVL, right. So the difference between these two, that is uniformly varying load and uniformly distributed load, is here the uniformly distributed load, the load intensity is constant throughout the beam. So where it is here or here, the load intensity will be constant. So when it comes to uniformly varying load, so it would be slightly different than this one. So here the load is varying from one end to the other end, and both the ends there will be a support. So this point can be taken as A, and this point can be taken as B. Got it? And the length of the beam or the load can be taken as L, and the load intensity can be considered as W per unit length. W per unit length. So the unit of the UL shall be of either kilonewton per meter or Newton per meter. Just remember this. So what did I tell you? So this UDL or UL cannot be used to solve the problem. That needs to be converted into point load, isn't it? So, this UDL, the UL, I am going to convert into this UL, I am just going to convert into point load. So, just UVL to be converted into point load, right. The formula for point load should be of into W into L, right. So, W is nothing but the intensity of the load and L is the length of the length between the supports, got it. So, if you just substitute the unit here, if you just W would be in Newton per meter or kilonewton per meter, and the L should be, that is the length should be in meters. So, if you just cancel it, you will get the unit of the load in Newton. So, that would be point load, right. So, the definition of uniformly varying load is when the intensity of the load is varying linearly over a considerable length, then it is known as uniformly varying load. So, let me just repeat, when the intensity of the load is varying linearly over a considerable length, it is known as uniformly varying load, fine. So, now I have converted that UVL into point load. So, now I need to know the load acting point, isn't it? So, load acting point should be 1 by 3 into L from the maximum load, from the maximum. So, load is here, this is the maximum load is here, because in the intensity is linearly going down, right. So, from here if we just calculate is 1 by 3 into L, somewhere it will act. So, or the other way, 2 by 3 into L from the minimum load, from the minimum load, that means minimum load is here. So, 2 by 3 into L somewhere here. So, this you will have to memorize this, the formula to convert UL into point load and the load acting point, right, fair enough. So, I have explained in detail about the all the three types of loads. That is the first one is the point load, which I explained, then uniformly distributed load, which I explained to you, and uniformly varying load I have explained to you, isn't it. So, now, so in order to solve a problem, the suitable or the necessary conditions of the equilibrium of a rigid body. So, the conditions of the equilibrium condition, let me just mention in this way. Equilibrium conditions of a rigid body for 2D, that is 2 dimension, this 2 dimension shall be summation V equal to 0, summation H is equal to 0, right, and the sum of moment acting in the particular body 0, right. So, the equilibrium condition of a rigid body shall be summation V is equal to 0, summation H is equal to 0, or summation is equal. So, in other words, it can be mentioned as sum of forces in y direction equal to 0, or sum of forces which is acting in the x direction is 0, and anyway this moment is remain same 0, right. So, either you can mention is sum of vertical forces or sum of forces in y direction, sum of horizontal forces or sum of forces in x directions. So, if you understand the concept of the point load, uniformly distributed load and the uniform variable load, and how to convert that UDL or UL into point load and the load acting point, then only you would be in a position to solve the problem. So, hope you have all understood the concept of the types of loads and the equilibrium condition of the rigid body. So in the upcoming video, I will come up with 3-4 problems for your better understanding. Thank you.